It's a beautiful way to add peaks and valleys to your work and add some texture to it. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the race stitch rib. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. So for this design, we're actually going to work it lengthwise. So we're going to create the width of it and then work it so that we create the length that we need. So you're either going to do this and then add it to your work, or you can just attach the yarn to the edge of your work and then work it with me. So it's going to be worked over any number of stitches. I'm going to create a foundation chain and a foundation row just to be able to show you a sample. I'm going to create a foundation chain of 12. Okay, so here's my 12 chains, and now I actually want to add 2 stitches for the base chain. So for yourself, whatever the length of your project is, you want to start by adding 2 chains to it, and then we can begin row 1. So for row 1, we are going to skip the first 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the next, you're going to work 1 double crochet. So those 3 chains that you skipped count as a double crochet as well. And now this row is just going to be 1 double crochet into each of the chains of the foundation chain. So your row 1 is simply double crochets all the way down. Do that and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, and now I've got my double crochets all the way down. So this here is the end of row 1. And now we're going to start row 2. For row 2, we want to chain 2 and flip our work. We're going to be working raised double crochets at the front of the fabric. And what that means is that we're going to be bringing our hook in front of the fabric and then going around the post of the double crochet from the row below. So I'll show you how to do that, but I also want to clarify that these 2 chains that you worked at the beginning count as a half double crochet at the end of your work. So we're going to be skipping that first stitch because this is already technically the stitch that goes above it, the 2 chains. We're going to move on to the next stitch and work a raised double crochet at the front of the fabric. So for that, you want to yarn over and now bring the hook in front of the fabric and go around the post from right to left like this. Now we want to grab our yarn and pull it through the back. And from here, you're going to complete your double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, and it creates the double crochet kind of raised and in front. And this is what we want to do all the way down. Yarn over, find the next stitch, go in front of the fabric, and from right to left around the post of that double crochet. Now grab the yarn and bring it back and complete your double crochet from here. That's my second one. My third, and I'm going to do this all the way down until the second to last stitch. I'll see you when I'm done that. Okay, so I just went into the second to last stitch, or the final double crochet of the previous row, with my raised double crochet at the front of the fabric, and now I'm left with a turning chain. So we're going to go into the top of that turning chain, and you're going to do a half double crochet. So you're going to go into the top of the turning chain and do a half double crochet. And now this is the end of row 2, and you can see that it's added like a bit of a step in the back. And this is exactly what we want to do all the way around. You're going to repeat row 2 back and forth until you have the desired length of your work or finished swatch. I'm going to do this row one more time with you so you can see it. The row starts by chaining 2, 1, 2, and flip your work. Now we're going to skip the first stitch and into the next do a raised double crochet at the front of the fabric. So we're going to yarn over, bring our hook at the front, and now go around the post of the double crochet of the previous row from right to left like this. Grab the yarn and bring it back, and now yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now do the same all the way down, doing raised double crochets at the front of the fabric. I'm going to do this off camera and I'll meet you at the second to last stitch so we can do that end together. Okay, I just did my second to last race double crochet at the front of the fabric, and now I'm left with the turning chain. So at the top of that turning chain, we're going to work a half double crochet. And that's the end of the row. Now you can see that you're starting to see that raced effect. The longer you work it, the more you're going to see that like look to the fabric on both sides. So I'm going to do a few rows and then show you what this looks like. Okay, here we have it. This one kind of reminds me of the faux knit rib. I need to stretch it a little bit so you can see it properly. But compared to the faux knit rib, if you've seen that before, this one's a little bit thicker, a little bit sturdier. So I guess you get that from the fact that it's double crochets instead of half double crochets. But the look is similar, where you have these peaks and valleys. It's a little less stretchy though because of the way that you work the stitch, because of the raced double crochet. But it's really pretty, and this can be worked at the edge of a blanket. I made mine quite thick so you can see it, but you could do it even thinner, and then it's just worked lengthwise to add to the edge of your work. Pretty cool. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.